So this is the moment P. Diddy was arrested. This is the first video which we have seen of federal agents arresting Seancombs at the Park Hyatt New York Hotel in Manhattan. Diddy wears a black trench coat and walks into the hotel with his entourage. As he enters the hotel lobby, several law enforcement officers appear and stop Diddy, separating the mogul from his crew. His entourage seems shocked and walk around the lobby while he is being arrested. Shortly after this, Diddy appears back on camera with his hands cuffed behind his back, and he is escorted through the hallway and into an elevator. He is marched through the lobby and out of the front door of the hotel in clear view of people on the sidewalk. Now, who else thinks this a brazen show for the federal agents who were aware that Diddy would be surrendering the following day in anticipation of the indictment? Instead, the agents decided to turn up a day early. I'm sure Diddy was not expecting that, as he seemed to be enjoying his day. So before Diddy's arrest on Monday night, he hit the New York streets and interacted with his fans. In this video, Diddy wears a Prince shirt and smokes next to a fan named Christian Daigle, who asked the mogul to listen to some of his music as an aspiring artist. In the video, Diddy looks relaxed even though a grand jury indictment is looming. Christian even said that Diddy was impressed by his music and said he would have signed him as an artist if the circumstances were different, aka his legal issues. So this video has been circulating, and the clip has drawn a lot of attention from Justin Bieber fans. If Justin Bieber was as traumatized by P. Diddy as people think he is, why would he still be hanging around Diddy? Now, earlier this week, Assistant Attorney Emily Johnson told the court that Seancombs was a serial abuser and a serial obstructor. The prosecutor argued Combs knows he did something to elicit a law enforcement response, and he had tried to cover it up. 3 days after the lawsuit was filed, a woman sent Combs a text saying, "I feel like I'm reading my own sexual trauma," said the prosecutor. Apparently, Combs responded by telling her she had willingly engaged in the sex acts, and the woman replied that she felt manipulated, which the prosecutor said is evidence of Combs trying to tamper with witnesses. What do you think of this? Judging by the text conversation between Diddy and the woman, it seems like whatever happened between them was consensual. Why is it that so soon after the lawsuit was filed, the lady began to feel manipulated? Why did she never previously feel manipulated or that she was a victim? Why didn't she speak out sooner if she felt this way? Diddy has been held without bail after offering up a $50 million package. He has pled not guilty to all the charges. Moving on to former Bad Boy Records rapper and Belize politician Shyne, who is throwing Diddy into the deep end after the mogul's arrest and blaming Diddy for destroying his life after he was locked up for 10 years after the famous club shooting. Shyne held a press conference with Belize Media and did his former boss no favors. Shyne said he was a fresh-faced youngster with dreams of becoming a star and making his mother proud. He claims that Diddy snatched his dreams away from his and even said that Diddy contacted witnesses to testify against him. Shyne also downplayed his reunion with Diddy just last year. He said Combs' multi-million-dollar empire had the means to impact his impoverished Belizean economy, and the retired rapper says he took full advantage of this. What do you think about this? I think it's what Shyne just explained. People taking full advantage of what they could gain from Diddy, and now they are turning against him like sheep following the herd.
Of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on, and for the better interest of Belize.
In the wake of Diddy's arrest and indictment, this doctored poster by Donald Trump speculating that Kamala Harris may have attended one of Diddy's alleged freak-offs. However, the image was clearly doctored. The real photo actually featured Kamala Harris posing with her ex Montel Williams and his daughter in 2001. However, don't you find it interesting how Donald Trump point fingers while having his own 4 criminal indictments pending? Going back to the Mossads and Trump's association with Epstein, who was working for the Mossads. The Mossads are the National Intelligence Agency of the State of Israel. Jeffrey Epstein was employed by the Mossads, and he was given the job to bring celebrities and major figures in powerful positions to his island, where they engaged in a number of their own freak-offs. The powerful figures were then later blackmailed by the powers who run America, aka the Mossad, to do what their agenda wanted. Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell were running a honeymoon honey trap operation, providing young and underage girls to prominent global political figures for sex and then blackmailing them to suit Israeli intelligence interests. The roster includes former presidents, high-ranking bureaucrats, members of the British royal family, former Vice President Al Gore, illusionist David Copperfield, esteemed physicist Stephen Hawking, and numerous Hollywood celebrities. Are undisclosed names shielded for reasons like national security? Are these individuals presently holding official positions? These questions remain unanswered. Was Pdiddy a scapegoat because he didn't want to involve himself with the Mossads and instead chose to have his own consensual freak-offs? Is this why powerful figures stay silenced and act as puppets for the Mossad, who also allegedly blackmail those who refuse to donate to their charities supporting their Mossad organization? Maybe this is why, although Donald Trump has 4 criminal indictments, he is still able to run for president. Now we all saw Diddy show his support for Popcaan in 2020. This is the opposite of what the Mossad want. Diddy tweeted his support for Louis Farrakhan, Diddy's tweet, and promoted Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan's 4th of July address, which premiered on Revolt TV, a channel started by Seancombs. Combs asked his followers to tune in to watch Farrakhan's speech, which was what some called anti-Semitic, or was Farrakhan talking facts. Now, do you think political figures have been blackmailed to make sure Diddy is locked up indefinitely? Ben Minash was the handler and person responsible for managing agents carrying out operations of Ghislaine's father, Robert Maxwell. Robert Maxwell was an Israeli spy who introduced his daughter and Jeffrey Epstein to the National Intelligence Agency of the State of Israel, or Mossad. Minash, an Israeli businessman who worked for Mossad for a decade, was previously acquitted in the use of arms dealing charges. This has been denied by Israel despite numerous reports confirming details. Minash also said Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell would take photos of politicians doing lewd acts and then later blackmail them. Jeffrey Epstein boasted about being a Mossad agent like Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert. Both men are Jewish and donated heavily to organizations in Israel. Epstein was not only extremely wealthy, but also suspiciously well-connected, more so than all the other powerful men with whom he associated. Do you think all of these scandals, such as what is happening with Diddy, were orchestrated by the Mossad through intelligence gathering and blackmailing prominent figures? Now, this video of dancehall artist Popcaan partying with Diddy in London is making its rounds on social media, with many asking why he that. I see 2 successful men having a great time. What are your thoughts on today's video? Please leave your comments and thoughts below. Remember to subscribe to Culture Reports, share, like, and click the notification bell. Thank you for watching.